Have you ever sat in a quiet room, maybe in the evening when the house is still, and thought to yourself, if only I had started sooner? After 70, time feels different. The mornings may be slower, but the years, they seem to slip by like pages in a book. And many older adults, even those who have lived full and beautiful lives, tell me this truth. Their deepest regrets are rarely about mistakes they made, but about the things they never gave themselves a chance to do. In conversations I've had, from small towns in the U.S. to quiet villages in England to the breezy coastlines of Australia, I've heard the same 5 regrets again and again. Today, I want to share them with you, not to dwell on the past, but to remind you that no matter your age, there's still time to make your days richer, your connections deeper, and your heart lighter. So, take a deep breath. Let's walk through these lessons together. Regret number 1. Waiting too long to care for body. This regret often starts so quietly that we don't even notice. It's not a dramatic illness. It's the little things. A bit of stiffness in the morning. A harder time standing up from a chair. That moment of dizziness when you walk up the stairs. Many people think, I'll start walking next month. Or, I'll stretch when I feel stronger. But months turn into years, and then even simple daily tasks start to feel like uphill climbs. Nancy, a 74-year-old grandmother from Oregon, realized this one morning in her own kitchen. She reached for a pan on a high shelf and lost her balance. Her heart pounded as she caught herself on the counter. I realized, she told me softly, that I had been waiting for the perfect time to take care of myself. But that time never came. I was already behind. She began with just 5 minutes of gentle walking each morning. Then she added light stretches and balance exercises. 6 months later, she wasn't just moving more easily. She felt free. Free to visit her favorite park. Free to play with her grandchildren without fear of falling. Her only regret? If I had started 5 or 10 years ago, I'd be even stronger now. Every small effort, a short walk, a stretch, a few deep breaths in the morning, is like making a deposit in a savings account for your future self. The earlier you start, the more independence, energy, and freedom you can enjoy in the years to come. Regret number 2, letting friendships fade away. The second regret doesn't weaken the body. It weighs down the heart. Loneliness rarely arrives suddenly. It sneaks in quietly. Friends move away. Phone calls become less frequent. We tell ourselves, I don't want to bother anyone. And before we know it, days pass without a real conversation, weeks without laughter. Tom, a retired carpenter from the UK, knows this all too well. After his wife passed away, he found himself in a quiet house, staring at the clock. He hadn't spoken to his old fishing buddy, Sam, in almost a decade. Life had simply drifted. One rainy afternoon, he picked up the phone. I almost hung up 3 times, Tom laughed, because I thought, what if it's awkward? But that call led to coffee. Coffee turned into weekly meetups, fishing trips, holidays spent together. It saved me, Tom says simply. It gave me back a reason to wake up smiling. Friendship isn't just company. It's medicine for the soul and the body. Laughter lowers stress. Shared stories lighten burdens. Even a short thinking of you message can brighten a heavy day. If there's someone you've been meaning to call, don't wait. Friendships, like gardens, bloom only when we tend to them. Regret number 3, putting off passions and learning. The third regret often sounds like this. I thought that part of my life was behind me. Many believe their 60s, 70s, and beyond are a time only to slow down, not to start something new. But passions, curiosity, and learning keep the mind sharp and the heart young. Margaret, an 82-year-old widow in Australia, always dreamed of painting. But raising children, running a household, and caring for her late husband left her no time. It wasn't until she sat alone in a quiet house that she finally bought a small set of brushes and paints. My first paintings were terrible, she laughed, and my hands ached. But every morning I woke up excited again. Painting gave her more than a hobby. It gave her purpose. Her home is now filled with color, and she gives her artwork to friends, neighbors, and family. Whether it's music, writing, travel, or learning a new skill, these are not luxuries. They are lifelines. and it is never too late to begin. Regret number 4, delaying emotional and spiritual peace. This regret is quieter, but heavier. Many carry grudges, unresolved conversations, or unspoken words for years, without realizing how much they weigh us down. For some, peace means organizing important papers, so their loved ones won't struggle later. For others, it's having honest talks with family about hopes, memories, and wishes. For Nancy, yes, the same Nancy who started walking, peace came from forgiveness. She hadn't spoken to her sister in 15 years after a bitter argument. One afternoon, she gathered her courage and called. The first words were awkward, but by the end, they were laughing through tears. "I didn't realize how much weight I was carrying," she said. Letting it go felt like breathing deeply for the first time in years. Peace isn't something we stumble upon. It's something we create. One letter, one conversation, one act of courage at a time. Regret number 5, holding back love and gratitude. The final regret might be the most painful of all. Not saying, "I love you" enough. Not thanking the people who shaped our lives. Waiting for the right moment. Until the moment is gone. As his 80th birthday approached, Tom decided he didn't want that weight on his heart. Every week, he writes one letter. Some are to family, some to friends, some to people from long ago. Each says, "Thank you, you made my life better." The letters I get back, Tom says quietly, "I never realized how much love was waiting all along just to be shared." Time, like love, is precious because it runs out. Don't wait to say the words, write the note, hold a hand. You will never regret giving love, only holding it back. So, which of these regrets speaks most to you? Maybe you've already felt one tugging at your heart, or maybe this is the gentle reminder you needed to care for your body, to reach out to a friend, to explore that passion you've been putting off, to make peace where there's distance, to share your love while there's still time. Life doesn't stop giving us chances unless we stop taking them. In the comments, share what's one thing you wish you started sooner, and what's one thing you'll begin today. If this touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe so none of us has to carry these regrets alone.